This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. From the courts this evening, 5 Nassau Flight Services Mill employees were arraigned in Magistrates Court in connection with the seizure of a quantity of drugs at the Lyndon Pindling International Airport this past weekend. Appearing before Chief Magistrate Joyanne Ferguson Pratt was 26-year-old Rudolph Mott, 26-year-old Quinton Williams, 40-year-old Keto Ferguson, 38-year-old Fillmore Cartwright, and 26-year-old Pashat Arnett. They all stood on drug-related charges. It is alleged that on Friday, October 27th, being concerned together, the 5 employees were found in possession of dangerous drugs with the intent to supply, namely cocaine, taking preparatory steps to export a quantity of dangerous drugs, namely cocaine, and conspiracy to export dangerous drugs. Mott, however, also had a single count of possession of dangerous drugs, namely Indian hemp, added to his counts. All 5 men pleaded not guilty to the charges and were remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections until November 17th. Meanwhile, 4 women also appeared in Magistrates Court with similar charges. Appearing before Magistrate Janine Weech was 24-year-old Ashley Roll, 23-year-old Keithra Stubbs, 20-year-old Sanique Pete, and 20-year-old Brittany Davis Evans. They all stood on separate charges of conspiracy to possess dangerous drugs with the intent to supply and conspiracy to export dangerous drugs with the intent to supply. Sanique Pete and Ashley Roll were both further charged with possession of dangerous drugs with the intent to supply and exportation of dangerous drugs, namely cocaine. It is alleged that on Tuesday, October 31st, Roll was found in possession of 11 ounces of cocaine on her person while attempting to leave the country via JetBlue into Fort Lauderdale. Pete, however, was found in possession of 2.5 pounds of cocaine. It is alleged that on Monday, October 30th, while attempting to gain clearance at the U.S. Customs at LPIA, Pete was searched and found with a plastic wrap package sewn into her hair. All ladies pleaded guilty to those charges. A U.S.-based company is setting up shop over in Grand Bahama, a welcome boost to its ailing economy and shrinking employment rate. Wind River Tobacco Company has set its sights on making GB its international base for overseas manufacturing. Company execs say Freeport's unique free zone concept, trade and tax advantages along with its economic trading routes made the decision a no-brainer. The first phase of the project includes a newly renovated facility that's set to process and package tobacco-based consumer products for export. This phase requires 25 to 30 new employees. Promotions for recruitment have already started. The second phase, which involves substantial capital investment, is planned for the end of the first quarter of 2018. Wind River executives say additional facilities will be required to house the manufacturing operation when another 10 to 20 new highly skilled local jobs will be added. The company's plans follows the government announcement to make Grand Bahama the capital for industries and technology. Director of Education Lionel Sands is said to be progressing after falling ill last week. Works Minister Desmond Bannister telling parliamentarians this morning that he visited Mr. Sands at Holy Cross Hospital in Florida and he is on his way to a full recovery. Deputy Director Marcellus Taylor has assumed the post of director in Mr. Sands' absence. Our final news stories are after this.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.